Hi, I'm Kelly, a 2011 10-year 4-H member. When I was 9 years old, I started taking horseback riding lessons. My instructor was also a 4-H leader, and she encouraged me to join 4-H. Having grown up attending the county fair every summer and admiring those projects, I was very eager and excited to join 4-H. Little did I know the impact it would have on my life.
4-H has impacted my life in more ways than I can possibly rattle off in a 1-minute video clip. But I must say that I would not be the person I am today without 4-H in my background.
July in Indiana means two things to me: cornfields and county fairs. Cornfields is the way I earn my living, and county fairs is an important part of my life. I met my wife through 4-H, which is a very important part of our family's lives. We've raised two 4-H members ourselves.
Hi, I'm Erin, and last year I was a 10-year 4-H member, and this year I'm actually working in the 4-H office as a summer intern. And I'm basically here today because of what 4-H has taught me and the way that I have grown because of all the wonderful people that have supported me and uplifted me through the program.
My name is Shelby Swain, and I'm a 10-year 4-H member. 4-H has impacted me most in the way that it has challenged me and pushed me beyond my comfort level through various projects and leadership roles.
A few years into my 4-H career, we met a lady, Valerie Gellings, who would become more than my 4-H leader. Valerie offered to teach me how to sew. Her offer was very much appreciated and very readily accepted. For 7 years, she helped me with my sewing projects. I'd spend hours out of her house sewing in her basement, sometimes very late into the night, trying to finish the outfit on time. Because of her involvement and investment in my life, one of the career paths I've chosen to take is to teach sewing lessons. I'm currently teaching lessons in a homeschool co-op and in our basement. In addition, I've begun the preparations to write my own sewing curriculum.
I can remember fondly a lot of former barn superintendents, 4-H leaders, project superintendents, my father, Ron McGill, Warren Sarber, Owen Amstutz, Morris Pearson, just to name a few, many more that I could name. But I guess the one that I have looked up to the most, aside from my father, is Bob Peterson. The way that he handles himself with the grace and the intelligence that he has in the livestock world, to me, is unprecedented. A dream that he had, or an idea that he saw in another state and adapted to our county fair in supreme showmanship, was the only thing that I ever wanted to win when I was in 4-H. That was all. And to be the caretaker of that now, as this is our 40th anniversary, is a very special part of my life still. And I still lean on his advice to this day. For that matter, I always will. So I would say the most influential adult, aside from my dad in my 4-H life, as Bob Peterson, the man with the cowboy hat and the jean jacket, has meant the most to me.
I was just starting 4-H. I was actually incredibly shy, and I didn't really talk to anyone unless I knew them very well. Or I would hide behind my mom's legs if a camera came out. But through all of the different things that 4-H had given me for experiences, I began to grow and change into someone who would go after her dreams, and 4-H really gave me the drive and the skills to be able to change things in my community.
I'm currently studying music at IU, and I never would have imagined that my 4-H background would help me in my music career. But over the years, I have learned a lot about time management, skill development, organization, leadership, and have been given so many other skills that have helped me with music and with all other aspects of my life.
These opportunities have allowed me to grow and develop life skills that will help me in my future goals. I have also developed a passion for agriculture through 4-H and will be pursuing a degree that will allow me to give back to the organization that gave so much to me.
Everything from showing animals and caring for them, presenting to judges effectively, and showing in the ring really helped give me confidence to meet other people and help lead them in the direction that they would like to go in. And actually, my last year, I was nominated Miss Congeniality, and I was walking around the fair talking to everyone, and I never would have had that kind of confidence without the 4-H program.
For me, Extension became a part of my life as an adult. I was asked to serve on the Extension Board some 15 years ago. Most people only think of 4-H when they think of Extension. I was one of them, but I quickly learned how it is much, much more. Every meeting I learned more and more how we provide educational opportunities to all ages. We often call Extension the best kept secret in Hamilton County, but we don't want it to be a secret. We want it to be a powerful resource. From master gardeners to food safety to learning to deal with diabetes, just to name a few.
Introduction to the Extension was taking the Master Gardener class. Growing up, I learned how to garden from my parents and my grandparents. However, after I'd been in my house for several years, I decided that I wanted to learn more about gardening, so I took the class. While I've been with Master Gardeners for almost 10 years now, I have been involved in many of the committees, been co-chair of a couple of the committees, and also have served on the board for 3 years and as past co-president. While working with the committees, I always try to make sure that we've got training going on or some kind of educational opportunity going on within the group, along with trying to make the hard work that we do fun.
I moved into the O'Connor House in 2009, and Gloria started teaching at the O'Connor House. And with my son having ADD, ADHD, her food and nutrition program helped because we had to change his diet and his eating habits, which resulted into me when I was pregnant with my daughter. And so that kind of is how it happened, like how I became a part of the program. And then when I moved out, she still came to my house, and I was still a client. I'm still a client today, so it still helps. We still use the I don't know what they're called, the little calendars where we do like weekly planning and stuff like that, and the little sticky notes that you put on the refrigerator to write your grocery list and stuff on. And I still count my calories. I catch myself counting my calories. So it's still, even after 3 years, it's not as every day like it used to be. Like she was once a week, now it's probably like once a month because we're so busy. So but it's still, it's made a very big impact in our life. Even my children, when they are hanging out, or when we go out somewhere, they'll sometimes, majority of the time, pick a vegetable over candy, which is awesome.
Yeah. Okay, my reintroduction to Extension happened in 1981 when my husband and I and children moved back to Westfield after I'd been gone for 17 years. We arrived on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and on Thursday my mother said, okay, we're going to club. And she took me to her home ec club, which led to my involvement in Extension Homemakers. I went on to become a club president, county president, and later a state president. During that time, I also got involved with 4-H through my children who became 4-H members. And I served on the Buildings and Grounds Committee, the 4-H Council, the Extension Board. I was a clothing project leader for several years, as well as working in the Homemakers Kitchen and just getting involved in many different aspects of Extension, which later led to my becoming an employee. It's been a up and down roller coaster ride, but it's really got me involved and immersed in Extension, and it's been a very good experience.
Someone you meet or worked with through Extension encouraged you to become more involved in serving your local community?
Gloria Del Greco. I actually am a part of the Friendly Eagles Homemakers Club. So, it's kind of a part of the Extension as well. She's been a really big mentor in our life, and my son is going to do the 4-H next year, I believe. So it's kind of like a family thing.
After my term on the board was over, I ended up being asked to be a part of the Extension Board. Bill Rice, our Extension educator, has always encouraged me to develop new skills, taking on new challenges, and grow within the current roles that I have with Master Gardeners. He is also a great sounding board.
Prioritizing my life became very difficult in high school when I had to choose between choir rehearsal and going to junior leader meetings. But my 4-H mentors encouraged me to pursue music because they understood that I would find other ways to give back to the 4-H program other than junior leaders. This is my first summer without 4-H, but I must say it is still alive and well in my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I've already helped 2 girls with their consumer clothing projects, which I love because it was my favorite project to do. And I hope to continue to help kids with their projects even as I get older.
Now, I'm a 4-H leader, helping other kids discover their passions.
As we prepare for the fair and showcasing our young people and their projects, I love watching the kids grow through 4-H. Whether it's kids learning their responsibility, raising, caring, and showing animals, or a young lady learning poise and confidence in the Queen's Contest, or the young person winning their first blue ribbon. I'm not sure why I wasn't in 4-H as a kid, but I'm glad I had the opportunity as an adult to become a part of this organization. I found Extension, and it has become an important part of my life. I love it so much, and there's so many wonderful people.
What I enjoy most about the Extension is the projects that we work on and seeing them come together and the sharing of information that goes on in the community. It is really rewarding to see the impact that each one of us has on each other and the community.
I'm Rob Swain. I'm in my second 6-year term on the Hamilton County Extension Board. I'm also the State Vice President for the Purdue Council on Agriculture, Research and Extension and Teaching. We are citizen advocates for the funding of Purdue research and extension activities at the local, state, and federal levels. Some of the impact that we've had was at the state level during the last budget session. While other programs were getting cut, Purdue extension and research funding was held steady. Thus, we were able to utilize the programs that we now have here locally.
Although I cannot possibly repay 4-H for everything it has given to me, I must say that it has helped me become who I am, and I want to give others the same opportunity that was given to me.
I owe many thanks to the 4-H program and the many volunteers who make up this amazing youth organization for helping me discover a passion that turned into a career.
Now, working in the office, I realize how much the volunteers actually do and how things would never happen if there weren't so many dedicated people that were willing to give back to the 4-H program. So I just want to say thank you so incredibly much for doing all that you do, and I hope that you continue to do what you do because it will definitely make a difference in someone's life.
Annually, we have nearly 1,000 volunteers working with youth, families, and organizations for Hamilton County. Last year, Extension volunteers logged over 38,000 hours of service. If you put a dollar figure to this, it is well over $600,000 that people are contributing. We must not forget the public value of so much that we do through Extension, the impact that is made on individuals and families, making our county a better place to live.
Another thing that I really like, though, about 4-H, I kind of like the free t-shirt program, too, though, that Kathleen and Susan pass out. Just happened to notice that. So that's all from me from the cornfield in northern Hamilton County. I'll see you at the fair.